Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome back for those of you who are a part of my community, and if you're new, I'm High Priestess Elif. I'm what's known as a no tools medium. I have spirit in my ear and I channel most of my message. Everything that I say to you from the start of this recording until I finish is me channeling. I don't have a personal opinion into your situation, and today I want to do a general collective reading just for my collective. I want us to check in and see what Spirit wants us to know today. I always ask that you take a few deep breaths, settle into your intuition, and ask your guides and keepers to guide you through this reading. If you've been drawn to watch this reading, trust your guides. Most importantly, allow your guides to and your intuition to let you know when a message resonates so that you can claim it without a doubt and you can leave what doesn't fit. Okay, so we're just doing a check-in. I just feel that Spirit has a message for you guys, and obviously if the message resonates, you know it's for you. Otherwise, if it's not, let it go. Now, Spirit really wants you to know that everything that you're experiencing at the moment, even though it doesn't seem that way, is to serve you. It is part of your contrast. It is actually serving your highest good, and it's moving you in the direction that you ultimately want to go. Everything that your heart desires and everything that you've ever asked for is within your reach, but you're not in alignment with it. And you've been giving attention to and focusing on things that move you away from getting to that place within yourself that then allows you to attract and welcome externally what resembles that. Okay? So I'm just thinking about what else it is I need to say. Yeah, this is a timeless reading, so obviously whenever you get this reading, it will be applicable to you. For those of you interested in a personal reading or my life coaching program, or even if you want to be a part of my next color therapy workshop, which I do online, it's a free workshop, and I've been quite busy, but when I have an opportunity and I see my schedule is suitable, then I will schedule another one and email you. So I'll put you onto a list and I'll send an email to everyone. So I just want to let you know that if you're interested in a personal reading or any of my services, my email is in the description box below. It is my info@evolvewithelif.co.za email address. We do have a problem with scammers pretending to be YouTube readers, pretending to be your favorite readers, and then scamming you of your money, and I would hate for that to happen to you. I don't take bookings via my social media. I only do it via that one email address. It's in my description box below, and that will ensure that you don't find yourself in a situation where you are being scammed. Okay, let's think. What else? Anything else? No. You've taken the time to center yourself, to tap into your intuition, to ask your guides and keepers to guide you. I start my readings with a meditation, and I open a channel for remote healing in the area of love and relationship for my subscribers. If you'd like to tap into that energy, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Guys, if you've taken the time to comment on my channel, to subscribe, to like my videos, to share with your friends and family, I sincerely appreciate your time and your energy and your supporting my channel to grow. If you have contacted me for a personal reading or my spiritual coaching program, thank you so much. I appreciate your support. You help me to keep doing what I do. I have also made it possible for viewers who are not able to, who cannot afford a personal reading, because I have had some requests to do channeled messages from a particular person via donation. So that's in the description box below as well. So whatever you can afford, I can then channel a message for you from that person, and in that hopefully answer the questions, or answer the questions that you have in relation to them. So you can make use of that as well. I only do 10 10 of those per month because I'm really busy with my other work. But if I'm too full, if I'm already booked up for this month, then I can do it for, then I can add you to the list for next month. Okay, so I think that's all of my notifications. Let's get on with it. Thank you, Spirit. What is it that you want my collective to know and be aware of today? Okay, so Spirit wants you to know that you're coming to maturity. Growth is painful, and you might be really hard on yourself at the moment, feeling like nothing is working out, that your life experience is really, really terrible right now. But Spirit wants you to know that it is for your good, it is for your growth. And that you must not lose hope. Don't lose hope. This is a season, and seasons pass. And if you are able to honor this season and what it represents right now, autumn is coming to mind, where the leaves fall off the trees and things can really seem bare. Spirit wants you to know that it is important for you to remember that there was a beautiful season that brought you into the season. And that if you can focus on all of the abundance that has brought you to this point and all of the good things that happens, and not on the sense of loss and not on the sense of fear, and to remember that this is just a season. If you need to take time now to just take care of yourself, go inward, do your inner work, hibernate if you need to, meditate more, spend time with yourself, allow things to be what they need to be, but don't lose hope in the areas of your life that you've been working really hard to manifest in. Don't lose hope. Don't give up. You know, we have a tendency when, the sun comes out every day, and when the sun sets at the end of the day, we don't mourn that the sun has set, and we don't mourn as if it's going to be endless darkness. We know and we believe and we have faith that the sun's going to come out tomorrow. It's going to be a new day. It's going to be a different day. But we trust that the mere fact that the sun is coming out means there is the possibility and the opportunity for us to make that day beautiful. And that's what Spirit wants you to be mindful of and to just be aware of, and to maintain that energy of hopefulness for what is to come and where this phase is taking you. In doing so, you will find new inspiration. Some of you have already started to gain new clarity and to have new ideas about what you want to welcome into your life, what you want to do moving forward, new hobbies, new projects, and also a realization about what matters to you and what you value. There is so much working in your favor in the background, and you don't quite see it. It's like a clock. Only the clockmaker gets to see the mechanism and how they work in harmony, in unison, to bring you the time, minute by minute, hour after hour. You don't feel the need to see that because you trust that what is on the surface is accurate. But sometimes the clock goes and stands still. And it's important then for the clockmaker to look inside and to give attention to it, so that once again the time can start to, so once again the clock can work in a way that you can read the time, and this gives you guidance in terms of where you are and where you need to move to next, and it just adds as this extra bit of guidance in your day. And this is what Spirit wants you to know in this area that weighs upon you right now and where you find yourself. When there's a lot of chaos around you, and when you find yourself being immersed in trying to navigate through situations with other people, often there is all of their noise and so much noise around you that you cannot really hear what you need to hear. And so Spirit has created this time for you to be alone, and for you to go quiet, and for you to be still, not with your thoughts, but to emerge beyond your emotions and just find yourself in that stillness, in that still place, so that you can actually start to hear and to be one with the mechanism and that which is helping everything function in your life. There's more than just the external noise. It's definitely a time for I'm sensing this time for being quiet, this time for being still, this time for being with yourself, this time to go beyond thoughts, to go deeper into your intuition, to go beyond your fears, to go beyond the noise, other people's opinions. Okay. What is happening for my collective? Thank you, Spirit. As I said, there's a clarity. There's a new inspired decision that you have made and that you are making. There is a new understanding about what it is you want and about where you found yourself. Because in the past and up to this point, and for some of you, you are still in a situation where there isn't equal give and take. You've really lost hope. Now, there's a difference between losing hope in a situation, in a person, and losing hope in yourself. Spirit says that this is where you have gotten it wrong all along. Your hope should never have been placed into somebody else or into a situation. Your hope should always be nurtured here, within yourself, with your capabilities, with what it is you want, and you trusting that you can have that, and that you have what it takes to guide yourself towards that. For some of you, this is a huge realization with regards to a long-term commitment and a marriage for some of you. That you've placed your hope outside of yourself in someone else, in a situation with someone, in a marriage possibly, when it should have been within yourself all along. These are hard lessons, very, very hard lessons. Yeah. Many of you have walked away from this, or there's been a breakup or a separation here, and it's been very, very painful. Some of you are not able to have not been able to let this go. Still looking towards that, still wondering if you've made the right decision, still wondering if you could have done something different, still wondering if maybe this is the person that you should be with. There's a lot of grief and sadness here, and a deep sense of loss. You've been betrayed. There's been a third party situation here. There's been it looks to me as though your person has felt drawn to and inspired to pursue a third party situation in a passionate way. With passion, it's action, taken action towards them, even though it's new, it's not an old thing. So how this is looking to me is as if you're the person, collective, that has been with this person for a really, really long time. And this other situation that has really just brought you to this place of realizing that there is no equal give and take is somebody new. So even if there has been somebody older in their energy, this is someone new that's just sort of put the cherry on the cake for you, or the straw that's broken the camel's back. It looks to me, the story that I'm being shown here is that there is a long-term commitment, and there's been an outside interference here. You're at the place where you know and understand that even though you've associated this connection with a lot of happiness, in order for you to be happy and to feel happy once again, you're going to have to allow yourself to be single, spend time on your own, as Spirit has already shown us right in the beginning of the reading. Build your own stability. Take care of your own goals, your own dreams. Manifest your financial abundance, your security in all areas of your life. You feel as though you're blocked. Communication seems to be very, very bad at the moment with this person. Seems to be very, very bad. There is some communication, but it's not for some of you, but it's not good. It's hindered, it's blocked. Also, there is a sense of not being able to fully move forward. There is the desire to move forward. There is the desire to move towards new, but there is a strong sense here that there is a blockage to do that, and you're feeling that there's a blockage to do that. Now, this relationship has given you both the opportunity to heal, but I see that unfortunately that opportunity was not grasped. It wasn't taken. This relationship was also you saw this as your wish fulfillment. You saw this as possibly being the one. And now you realize that you might have been wrong. Your healing and your growth was never dependent on this person, is what Spirit says. And you mustn't lose hope, because even though it feels as though you having what you want, that wish fulfillment in love is blocked, is not there, it hasn't happened, it doesn't mean it's not yours. This situation here is offering you contrast so that you can look at the situation and learn from it, so that you can, every time that you get more clarity on what you don't want, which is what this connection has given you a lot of, you are then able to, the part of you that is source creates what you do want instantly. And all of those components form to become part of your person. This relationship that you want and that you believe is your wish fulfillment is not out of your reach. But you cannot find it in someone else. When you look for it in someone else, they will disappoint you over and over. because it is not their job to bring you into that place of alignment with your wish and your desire. You have to establish that within yourself first. You have to get to that place where you become the person that you want, where you are enough and so fulfilled. That's why we have the Nine of Pentacles here. So independent in your stability, so self-sufficient that you don't feel the need. There is nothing missing in your life. There is no longing. When you get to that place of fulfillment within your relationship with yourself, someone that matches that must come. That's when you attract your person, the person that you have been searching for. You can only find through self. The journey to that person is inward. There is this eagerness from this person and you to move forward, to be swift and to cut this out, just to feel some ease and to move forward. This has been a difficult situation. This has not been a happy situation. And there's been a lot of inner conflict here. Lots of inner conflict. A lot of contradictory thoughts. What is it that you believe? What is it that you're going to focus on? The negatives or the positives? Is this experience going to define you? Or are you going to see it for what it is? More contrast to help you establish more clearly what you don't want, so that you can allow more effortlessly what you do. At the moment, your thoughts, your mind is your greatest enemy. You're in a place of despair. And you feel like everything's going wrong. And you feel it's because of so many things. But it's really because your mind is your greatest enemy at the moment. This person of yours thinks that they have won. They think that they're on the right track and that they've done the right thing here. They think pursuing this other person it's ego. They think that this is they sabotage this connection with you. They sabotage this relationship. This person's very much in their ego, arrogant, and feels that they've done the right thing here. They feel like they've won. You're finally at the place where you're ready to move on and to let go. This is, for those of you this message resonates with, guys, this has been a karmic connection that you were in for a long time, and this has really left you feeling like a fragment of who you were. Feeling defensive, and at the same time you want to make a decision that is best for you. This is your karma, and this is an opportunity for you to balance your karma. How you do that is by choosing to see the positive aspects of every part of this situation, even though it is difficult to do so. choosing to see how this is serving you and how this is guiding you towards what it is that you really want. Choosing to see where you might have betrayed yourself, what the lessons here have been for you, and choosing to commit to grasping them and implementing them into your life moving forward in a different way. Got a lot of people, Spirit says, that sort of speaking negative about this, that you don't even really want to talk about because they will just say, I told you so. You're not feeling like there's a lot of compassion towards you at the moment. You were in a really, really toxic situation for a long time. And it's as if everybody feels that that you wanted this and you asked for this. And look, the truth is we do create our reality, and we do basically, we have a choice, right? We're not void of a choice. But when we know better, we do better. You feel very, very betrayed, and you really feel like you've been in a situation with someone, with a very narcissistic person for a very long time. So as I said, your person thinks that they've won, and they are choosing to ignore how they've betrayed this connection and you. And what they're not letting you know is that they feel the impact of the betrayal. This person is not interested in investing energy in working with others. It's just about them at the moment. And they've been juggling, but they don't see it that way. They don't see the betrayal. They don't see the impact of what they've done, and they don't actually see the impact that this has had on their life, that this has on their life right now. This is going to hit them later. This person of yours has addictive behavior, toxic, very, very toxic behavioral tendencies. There's self-imposed bondage here, addiction, as I said, codependence. And Spirit says that they feel like they've won because they feel like this just brings you more to your knees. This just makes you realize more and more how much you need them. And this is actually just going to make you, this is going to allow for you to be under their thumb more. Be mindful of that. I'm picking up a very, very, and I don't use the term often, because I always say the person that points the finger has a whole lot pointing back. But guys, this person is not doing well on a soul level, not mentally, not emotionally. This person has been festering on the inside for a long time. This person has a very toxic relationship with themselves. They are so disconnected that they are actually not in a place where they can be good to anyone. This person definitely has mental problems. This is definitely someone that has narcissistic. This is what I'm picking up in the energy, even if they don't. This is how they show up, as though they have narcissistic personality disorder. You've been in an emotionally, verbally, psychologically, emotional, abusive situation for a long time. If this resonates with you, then I know this has been tough. But Spirit says to me, you are so incredibly strong and courageous, and you did the best you knew how to do. And you need to love on yourself even harder right now. And you need to make yourself and your relationship with you a priority. Don't dishonor yourself and betray yourself any longer, not with your decisions. Before you make a decision, ask yourself, does this honor the relationship with me? And if taking any action where this person is concerned or anything else dishonors you, the way that, for example, consider yourself as though you're in a relationship with yourself, so there's two people just in you, and this other person and anybody else is the equivalent of a third party or another or outsider. And if your behavior or what you do with them or towards them betrays that relationship with self, then don't do it. You deserve to be honored, you deserve loyalty, but you have to realize that if you keep betraying yourself, it can't come. It cannot come from the relationships outside of you. When you are at a place where you have allowed this relationship, this person here, self, the person in the mirror, to heal, and your relationship with yourself to develop, strengthen, and evolve, then the relationships that will flow into your life will match that. This person was never ever invested, not really. There was no stability. This person was not willing to work with you, and they're not even willing to work with this other person. This is just a power game. You are worthy of love, but the love that you seek is not from this person. It's from yourself. And it will flow from so many directions in your life. But you've got to become a vibrational match to that. You've got to choose you. You are the only person that matters in your reality. This person was never going to be able to fill the space for you. They cannot even do it for themselves. And they are not willing to work. They're not willing to do the work. And by now you've seen that. They're not willing to do the work. And you have to be willing to do the work if you want change. Don't give up on yourself. This has been an ego struggle between you and this person in this relationship. There's been a lot of ego in how the two of you have conducted yourself in this relationship. And it is time for change. There is an awareness that you've been dealing with his ego. You've not been dealing with the actual person. And the reason why this relationship cannot stay in your life is because you are the Empress. You're a divine feminine. And it's time for you to allow yourself to welcome someone that matches that. But there is shadow work that needs to be done, and there are things that are even that parts of you hide even from yourself, that you need to go in search of and be willing to address, so that you can have that love, that agape love, so that you can be conducive to that love. The kind of love that pours down directly from the heavens. It cannot be found in somebody outside of you. You are the cup and you have to fill it. This has definitely been a huge lesson in self-love for you and in the law of attraction. Realizing that you are the magician in your life, that you hold the power, and that you have everything available to you to create the life that you want. But if you don't know that, and if you don't make the most of these elements, by moving into your ego and feeling the need to control things and trying to control things, then, and having everything on your terms, not surrendering to the process and trusting the journey, we've got to be willing to accept when someone shows us, tells us who they are, we have to believe them, and we have to trust our intuition that this person does not match what I've asked for. So I cannot make this person match. I cannot make them fit into that mold that I have for my ideal person or for my relationship. And I need to honor myself and respect them enough to let them go. And you didn't do this. And this has been a huge lesson for you. Now you don't even know if you want a new beginning in love or if you believe in one anymore. Let's take a look at what we can expect in outcomes here. You've moved away from this. You're letting it go. Spirit is saying, be mindful. This person is playing games with you. Cut them off. You've made the decision. Line up with it. You've made the decision. Line up with it. Because in doing so, you honor yourself. And you are loyal to yourself and the promises you've made to yourself. Let's just see what advice Spirit has for you other than everything that I've given you and what outcomes we can expect. You choose a time frame, guys. I'd say no more than 6 months. But you can ask intuitively. You can think of a time frame. And no sooner than, let's say, 3 weeks. Just based on the energy that I'm feeling and where you are right now. So there will be another romantic offer for many of you. This person's going to try and come back into your test the waters and see if you're still open to them and available to them. But Spirit wants you to know this is done. This is done, guys. This person is addicted to having his ego boosted or her ego boosted, the idea of being in love, addicted to all of that. And so you're just someone that's fed their ego for a really long time. And I suppose you've taken them back many times, and so they just expect you to do the same thing. So this experience is here to help you allow your ego to melt away so that you can emerge more as your true self, as the part of you that is soul. You might need help doing that because I see a lot of that same energy coming up in possible outcomes here. You might really be stuck and not knowing, stuck in your mind, lost there in a maze and not knowing how to get yourself out of this situation. Constantly going back to the lower vibrational energy, resentment, anger, bitterness, sadness, grief. Look, it's fine. It's fine. You got to start at that point, but it needs to progress. You can't keep going round and round in circles. Eventually it begins to fester. Feeling sorry for yourself. And right now, you should feel sorry for yourself. This has been tough. You're in a bad space. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't. What I mean is, you deserve to gradually and slowly at some point allow this to help you to emerge, like the mouse that falls into milk and keeps swimming, trying to swim out, that eventually the milk is beaten into butter and they can walk out. You've been betrayed. This has been very, very difficult for you. And if you find that you're not able to see a little bit of light, if you want if you want movement forward, positive motion forward. You see, even with me, I'm picking up your energy. I'm picking up your energy so strongly, guys, and I can see how you are just feeling mentally exhausted. You are feeling depressed. You are just feeling lost. You are doubting yourself. You feel like you can't think. This has been traumatic. You guys have experienced, if this is your reading, you've experienced such trauma, long-term abuse, and you're doubting yourself. It's okay to get help. It's okay to get help. It's okay to get guidance. How do I get there? How do I get from this point that is so dark to where I want to be? Can you help me? Ask your guides and keepers to direct you towards help. Get the spiritual coaching if that's what you need. Speak to someone. If this is your reading, get a personal reading. Make sure, just get a personal reading so that you can receive guidance into your situation and how you can move forward from this. Because at the moment, what you don't know is that your 10 of Pentacles has already been created. It is already there energetically. All that you've asked for is already done. But it is blocked. It cannot come into your space. And you really don't even know if you believe it or can believe that you can have that perfect. Not perfect. Nothing in life is perfect. But where you just feel that it is, I don't know. I used to say nothing in life is personal. And through my process and my work, I must really be honest. I'm not even bullshitting when I say this. I struggle to find areas in my life where I cannot see perfection. And that coming from a long history of darkness and really struggling and really battling and a lot of trauma and a lot of things to work through. I really struggle to see anything but perfection in my reality these days, and it's been for most of this year. I went through a really dark night of the soul at the beginning of this year, part of a major spiritual awakening for me, and for many months now my reality's been absolute bliss. I wish that for everyone, and in my coaching that is what I aim to help my clients to achieve. It's not something that I can put into a bottle and give to you. It does take work, it takes commitment to yourself, but you know what? I just want you to know, because I can feel that where you are is in a very, very dark place. I feel this aching on my right hand side here, which is not mine, it's yours. It's feeling burdened, and it's feeling such despair about the future. And so I want to encourage you and let you know that if you allow yourself to see the positive aspects in your experience, and if you allow yourself to open up to some guidance and to help, we're not meant to do everything alone. We can welcome help into our lives. Then you can begin to see the sun, the light, even though it's a little bit. And once you allow yourself to focus on that, it begins to grow and expand. There is always motion forward. We do not stay stuck in today. The next minute is bound to come. And every following minute leads us to tomorrow. So there's always an opportunity for a new day. There is a new day. And what that means is there's an opportunity to start over. All that your heart desires is already there. You just need to allow it to come into the upright position. And that's what Spirit wants you to know and to encourage you with. Just one more bit of advice for my collective spirit to close this reading out. Spirit says that you have new people coming into your life, and you have some really positive and uplifting friends in your life already, even if it's just one. And there is more coming into your life, and they are going to be speaking a different language. It's going to be a new vibration, and it's going to really contribute to the positive direction that you are wanting to go into. Allow them to uplift you. Allow the experiences, the environments that you embrace, allow into your space to be uplifting. Have uplifting conversations. Allow yourself to be lifted up. And their Spirit says, once again, you really, really need some space in a relationship. If it's this one that you're still sort of in contact with, take space. It's toxic. If it is another relationship in your life that perhaps you just feel is not contributing positively to this space, to what you're going through at the moment, take space from it. But it's a specific relationship, and for most of you it is this person. Okay, take space from it. Get off of the subject of this old relationship altogether. You might feel that no, that's not going to be the right thing for you to do, or not what you want to do. That's why my throat chakra is I'm choking. Because some of you are not going to want to accept this truth. Guys, you have to do what's best for you. Trust your intuition. There is so much love for you. Your guides and keepers are with you. And there is Source, the universe, is constantly putting together various components to move you forward towards what you deserve and what you want. If you're interested in a personal, my email is in the description box below. Sending you so much love and light. Until next time, bye now.